Sorry, I almost forgot to record this again. Now we are live. Now we are recording. So I'm just going to go here again. So what will we be talking about? Understanding your why, how to get clients for under $1, social media marketing, the power of video, and whatever else comes up. Webinar dog housekeeping, not for people that want to debate over what style of training, grooming is best. This is strictly business. And people that aren't open to trying something a little different. Now with social media, it just changes a lot of how we market things. And then it's obviously not for people that don't want to learn. Sorry, I just gotta grab a drink of water. Thank you. And this webinar is for people that want to take their business to the next level, are open to some new marketing and branding techniques, want to stay up to date with the dog industry, business end of it, and want to connect with people in the industry from all around the world. So let's get going. Struggles for most dog trainers, doggy daycare, boarding, anything dog related, and any other businesses for the people that are here that don't have dogs, you can just insert your business here, is getting clients. So obviously if you're not getting clients, you don't have a business. Some other struggles: not having full classes or full grooming days, no training during the day because everyone else is working. We tend to kind of work in the evenings and weekends. And then staying motivated. You are your own boss. So that is a huge part of that people struggle with. And then slow seasons. For myself, this last winter was ridiculous. -30 weather, and nobody wants to be outside. I do all of my training outside just because I'm more, I like adventure, I like getting out, and I want to target people that want to get out, want to have fun, and be a bit adventurous because all of my classes are very, we move around a lot. So I get some slow seasons in the winter because people, they want to, they don't like the cold. And then another struggle: people believing you know what you're doing. Because of the dog industry, there's anybody can call themselves a dog trainer, a groomer, a professional doggy daycare operator, whatever. So there are so many people out there, professional dog walker, whatever. There's anybody can say that. So it's, people tend to, I get a lot of people that have went to other trainers, like anywhere from 2 other trainers to 5 other trainers, and they get to be very skeptical about what if you're just going to be another person that they're going to be throwing money at. So this is another huge struggle which can be fixed very easily, and I'm going to show you a little bit about that. 5 parts of your business. So this has nothing to do with Facebook marketing yet, but it will all come around because if you need something to market, and you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on something, but if it's not a marketable product, then it's not going to convert, and you're just going to be throwing your money out the window. So we have to start with some of this core stuff. So 5 parts of your business. The why, and I'm going to be going through all of these in details. Why do you do what you do? The target, who will benefit from you? The bond, what will connect them with you? The sale, what you have to offer, and the relationship, what will keep them coming back to you. So these are the 5 key steps. If you have a pen and paper, write these down as we go through in detail of these, and these will be questions you want to ask yourself a little bit later, and it will change the whole way you do business and how you perceive like marketing and stuff like that. So the why, understanding this will change everything. Why do you do what you do? So if you're a trainer, if you're doggy daycare, a groomer, whatever, I want you to go back to the day you decided to do what you're doing now. And sometimes it's maybe you want to be your own boss, or whatever it is. Why is not about money or profit. When you start understanding your why is the thing that inspires us and inspires the people around us. So if you just go out there and you say, if your focus is money when you're a dog trainer, people will start to pick up on that. But if you can show a little bit of your passion and your why, and maybe it's to help dogs, then you need to start to understand that. Or maybe you're wise because you want to work for yourself, or you're wise because I don't know what it is. Maybe you want to be home with your kids, and who knows. This book, Start With Why, I recommend picking that up. It will help in great detail with this. And the golden circle, these are not circles because I couldn't make the circle thing work. But most businesses, they start with their what. So if someone asks you, what do you do? Or what's your business about? You start with what. You talk about what you do. And then you go to how sometimes. And not very often do you touch on why. And it should be the other way around. The reason we say it this way is because everything tends to be, we go from clear to kind of the foggiest because we really don't know our why. Successful businesses start with why and then how and then get to the what. I'm going to show you something here. So Apple, this is their what to their why. So we make beautiful computers. They're beautifully designed, simple to use, and user friendly. Want to buy one? Now take a look at this and how I'm going to read another slide to you, and this is what they actually do, and you can see how it feels different. So why to what? Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. And we happen to make great computers. Want to buy one? So when you listen to the two of those, there's a huge difference. They're talking about everything we do, we believe in challenging. So there's a belief, there's emotions in there. When you can tie emotions into something, it's called hypnotic writing. There's a book actually called Hypnotic Writing, which I'm reading right now, and it's incredible to see how you can actually change the way you can have two things written exactly the same way, but if you how you present it that people will it will change their perspective on it. I'm going to pull something up right now. I wasn't going to do it now, but I'm going to. Here is a document, and I'm just going to read through this. So, how to create free articles, reports, and blog posts that sell. Before I show you how to sell your content, let's do something your competition is ignoring. Let me show you how to write so your content gets devoured by your readers. So look at this so far. We've got a huge title here. It captures you. We have a big B. It's like, okay, you start reading, and then you jump down to devoured by readers. Okay. Check out this page, for example, ignoring the actual content for a minute and notice how it feels to your eyes. As you can see, it's easy to read. It's punchy, has short sentences, and best of all, it has short paragraphs. So when people only read 20% of what they see. So if you can write content like this, people will actually, they might read the first little bit and they will always jump to something that's short because people are lazy. So they'll jump to something short, read that, and then they'll start reading a bit. And now we get them to jump to here. And then we have some bold. They jump to here, and now they jump to here. We've got all of these short little things, little clumps. So I'm not going to read through all of this, but if you just scan through it, it's very friendly to the eye. Now we have a big font, and then we've actually have some color here and some numbers, and it actually, our eyes like it. When you have a big block of text, people just kind of, they look at it, read a bit, maybe skip to the end to see what it's about, and they might actually skip the actual content that you have. So just something to keep in mind when you're posting maybe ads, any of your marketing material, or whatever you're doing. And carrying on here, the target. So we talked about the why. The target. Who wants your service? Male, female, what age? What are their interests? What issues do they need resolved? This is a huge one. What are they currently doing to resolve these issues? Your target right now, write down target. And over the next week, I want you to think about every single client you've had and see if there's anything common in them. So age, male, female, are they, what are their interests? Are they active or whatever? Do they like golf? Do they really think about this, because this will, when it comes to marketing, if you really can figure out your target, you will save so much money. So I'm going to go over to Facebook right now. So I'm on here. I'm going to go to traveling dog. So this is one of my fan pages, and this is the new layout. So some of you might not have the new layout yet, so it might look a little different, but it's still set up similar. On the top, you'll have insights. So if you click insights, this is where you should be going. This will help you with some of your target market. You have an overview of page likes, post reach, blah, blah, engagement. This is just kind of everything. And then we have likes. And this will tell you kind of how many likes you've had over the last whatever, all of these days. And it's going up and up and up. And we'll talk about likes in a bit. And then your reach. This is just obviously every day again, how many people you've reached, and self-explanatory. Visits, exact same thing, how many people are visiting. And nope, nothing there. Posts. Posts is, these are all of your posts. So you'll see how many people they've reached. So 77 and then 753. The reason that got so many is because we had so many comments. And then a lot of them you see 300, 200, 300, 120, and they hover around anywhere from 350 to 200 kind of range. But now you'll see on our page we have over 2,500 likes. And let's keep going down. And you'll see there's video, there's a photo, there's a link, there's a video, there's photo. There's just a status, so that's just written. I'm going to keep going down. So there's a variety of stuff here. And then we come down to here, and we have a different color. So 159 organic saw that. So organic are people that maybe like your page and they saw your post and they saw it in their newsfeed. And the paid is what I'll talk a little bit about. That's why you're here tonight. What I'm going to show you is 863. So I am going to just go to see results to see what actually went on here. So I actually paid a grand total of 55 cents to get these 863 people seeing this post. That is ridiculous. So there were 7 engagements. This was I'm not really proud of this post. This was just a random. If you boost post, you can actually make an ad, but I don't recommend doing that because you'll throw a lot of money away. Your ad will get in front of a lot of people, but not very targeted. So this 7 engagements should be a lot higher if I would have done this right, because 7 people out of 863 is not good whatsoever. But I will continue down here. Get rid of that if I can. And what do we have? So these are just all of your posts. You should go through them and just kind of be aware of what's going on. As I want to show you one closer to the bottom here. I haven't done a big campaign in a while, but here's 14,000. So we're close to. So almost 14,000 paid results. Let's see what I paid. I paid $5. 91 engagements. Again, I should be on a different page, but just so you can see that you can get a lot of views. Now, if I go back to my page, you see 2,519 likes. What Facebook has done, and this is very important, you guys need to understand this if you don't know this already. Facebook has changed some things over the last 6 months. 3 months they did a lot of visual things, but 6 months ago they did a huge back end change. Now, if somebody likes your page way back 6 months ago, I don't really know the timeline, but if you posted something, every single person that liked your page would see your post on their news feed. But Facebook has changed that. Why? Because they want to make some money and they want to not give you that big of an audience. So what they're doing, if you post something, your post might reach around 16% of your likes, and that can really vary. So not everybody will see it. The reason for this is, well, obviously they want to make money, but if people are engaging in your posts, engaging in whatever you're posting, those people will see your status. So a lot of the times you post something and you could probably you know who's going to post first, you know maybe the 5 people that are going to comment on it, and it's the same people every time. The reason for this is because they keep posting on your stuff and liking stuff, Facebook will say, oh, these people like your page and they obviously like your content. We will show them your stuff. Now, the people that just scroll by your stuff and never click on it, Facebook will say, these people might not even like you anymore. So we're not going to show your status to them. We're going to show them other content that they might like better because of how much content is on Facebook. So because they in the newsfeed, they don't want it that crowded. So that is very important. Likes, yes, they mean something, but they mean something for somebody coming to your page and being like, whoa, they have so many likes. That's crazy. Or opposed to if they have 5 likes, they're like, well, nobody likes these people. They must be new. What you can tell people to do, I don't really do this, but if somebody is saying that they're missing some of your stuff, you can tell them to hover over liked and just hit get notifications. And then every time you post something, they will see your content. And which brings me to my other point of you need to post with purpose. A lot of people just post random stuff and it just kind of goes over people's heads. You need to understand your audience. What do they want from you? You have to give them value. You have to give them something they want to see. So maybe it's a cute picture of a dog. That goes a long way. And not necessarily just a picture of your dog because you think your dog is cute, but just post stuff with value. Post something with maybe a question just to get people engaged in your stuff. Always have an end goal in mind. Are you trying to segue into maybe a dog training class or segue into getting people to your doggy daycare? And always have a purpose for your posts and post consistently too. So not like 700 posts one day and then nothing for a couple weeks. Just be consistent. I want to show you something else here, which is an interesting. It's funny because Facebook changes everything all the time. And where did they visits? Do you know what? I think they moved it. Posts and people. People is people engaged. So this is where you'll get some interesting content under people. You're going to get what do you have more women or men fans, and you'll get their age. So again, this goes back to your target. You need to pay attention to this because these are the people you're talking to. When you're posting an ad, if the majority of your viewers are male, don't be posting stuff that maybe women would like. Post something to those men, get them engaged, and vice versa. And I'm going to go back to my slide here. There is people reached. So this is where all of your fans are. With our traveling dog, we've got all over Brazil, New Zealand, Mexico, Germany, blah, blah, blah. And I'll go back to my PowerPoint. So your target, really figure that out. The traffic and connections. So the traffic is how will people find you? Now, I've spent hundreds of hours at dog parks, handing out business cards, walking every dog I saw. I was like, here's a business card. I'd go to Starbucks with my dog, and anybody that would come and pet the dog and be like, oh, well-behaved dog, blah, blah, blah. I wish I could have mine here. I'd be like, oh, here's a card. I'm a trainer. And I handed out thousands of cards. And the return on that, I have absolutely no clue what my return was because I had no way of tracking it. But I do know I wasted so many hours and just trying to find these people, and I was basically marketing to everybody. And most of the time people almost get offended when they have a dog and you say, hey, I'm a dog trainer, and all right away they get their back up, and like you're talking about their kid and you're basically saying your dog isn't well behaved, you need to come to me. And a lot of times people do not enjoy that. So traffic, you need to figure out how to get people coming to you, which we are getting to. And then obviously the connection. Why, if you're not outgoing at all and you're quiet and you're shy, well, you shouldn't be trying to get these people that are really adventurous and just want to go, go, go and do things. And it just won't jive with who you are. With this connection, really, there are dog trainers everywhere. There's doggy daycares everywhere. There's boarding places everywhere. If you go on Google and you search businesses or training or whatever, you'll find all of these dots. And there's people just down the road from you. If you go to their websites, if you go to 10 dog training websites, you will find that they are almost all exactly the same. They have similar content. They have they're it almost looks like people copy and paste from one another. And what this tells me is the trainers are probably all the same then too, because of how everything's laid out. But what happens is people pick one and they go there and they find that the trainer is not exactly what their content is. And we'll get into a bit of this. I know I'm saying this a lot, but this is really important to figure out. You have to figure out what your audience really wants. People do not. People don't. People buy the destination. They don't buy the plane. So think about this. If you're going on a trip, you're paying for the plane, but they're not selling you the plane. They're selling you the destination. So what if in your marketing you started selling what people actually want? People don't want dog training. People don't want to spend hours and hours training their dog, getting their dog to sit, stay, getting them to come, getting them to do this, shake a paw, blah, 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 blah. They don't want that. They want a well-behaved dog. So if we are trying to sell them dog training, they don't even know they want that. They want a well-behaved dog. So start thinking about this. What do your customers actually want? And this will change everything in your marketing. This will set you apart from everybody else. Also, look at your personality and put that into your marketing. People can watch you all day. They can watch your business, watch your website, watch your Facebook, and be like, well, this person's successful, and oh, they're doing this class, I should do that class. And what happens is a lot of people try to do that, and they copy people's websites, they copy people's classes, and they tend to fail. Why? Because they don't bring the same personality to it. Now, people can take stuff from you all day long, but one thing they cannot take is your personality. So take your personality and put it into your business, your marketing, what you do, and that will set you apart from everybody. And this ties into your Facebook stuff. There are a billion different people on Facebook, and you need to be able to set yourself apart. Then there's the sale. This is obvious. It's whatever you sell, it's your service, your product, and what are you doing to make people comfortable with it? People are willing to spend money, and people will spend a lot more money when it comes to customer service. If you can make them feel comfortable and kind of be a person and show your personality, let them know what they're going to expect, they will come back to you all day long with for your services and products, even if someone down the road is doing it for cheaper. Then the relationship. This is the last one. So you'll notice the sale was actually number 4. It wasn't at the top. The focus wasn't how am I going to make this sale? It was doing all of these other things first to figure this out, the relationship. This is what will keep you in business forever. How are you connecting with them? why would they want to come back to you? If you can build a relationship, they will buy from you in the future. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're a trainer and you build a relationship, if you open a doggy daycare, they will come to you. If you open an ice cream shop, they will come to you. So you have to remember, when you make the sale, it's not over. You need to figure out this relationship thing to just kind of keep things going. And a lot of people say, well, if I'm a dog trainer, I don't want repeat customers. Well, this is when you offer other things to them, because people want more. They want that relationship. They want to do more things, and people need to feel comfortable. Most people hate change, so just making people feel comfortable. I am going to go back into just thank you guys for hanging around, and I hope you're getting some value out of this. We will dive into some more Facebook stuff, but I want to show this. The year of the video. So if you have not heard of Alexa, alexa.com is, you can go to this website and you can type in anybody's website. Sorry, I just need some water. You can type in anybody's website and it will show you where it ranks. So this is YouTube. YouTube is ranked number 3 globally, so behind Google and Facebook. And why I'm saying this is because a lot of people, so we start a business, we build a website, and we try to get our website on the first page of Google. That is the mission, because people Google stuff, and if you're on the second page, you're nothing. People will not find you. It's just how it works. We all know that. But let me see if I can pull something up here for you guys. I'm gonna go to Google and let's say dog training. So I've searched something. So anytime you search anything in Google, you scroll down and we have these ads. So people are paying to be here. If I click on this, it might charge them maybe 20 cents. Barkbusters, they're always here. I don't know what their budget is, but they're always here. And then we've got a few others. They might have a $20 a week budget or something, and then when that budget's up, then their ad will no longer show up there. But that's Google stuff. And same with the stuff on the side, same thing. But I'm going to keep going down. This here is just your Google location for your business. If you guys have not done that, you need to do that. It's easy to do. Just go to which I won't get into. It's in Google. You can place your business. It's self-explanatory. Now we get down to the actual searches, and you'll see there is a video here. So it is so much easier to rank in Google with a video. So actually, I'll click on it and see what comes up. So look at how many views we have, 435,000 views. However, so train your dog. There are ways of doing SEO for video. I'm going to go to my next slide just so I can show you guys some stuff here. So year of the video, every minute, 100 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube. Over 6 billion hours are watched a month. That is ridiculous. 5 reasons for video. 5 reasons, there's more than, there's only 5 there. It grabs attention. So what Facebook has done over the last little bit is, let's see if I can pull up my news feed. You'll notice on your phone when you start scrolling, if there is a video, then it will actually start playing with no sound, and it will actually grab your attention. So I can't find anything here. Oh well. So it will actually start playing, and it grabs people's attention. And you've seen this before if you've been on your phone, and a lot of times you stop for an extra second. When you post something, you have a second, maybe 2 seconds to grab someone's attention with a post. And with video, that it's a great way to stop people and be like, it looks like they might be doing something exciting. I'm going to click on it. Now, if you upload If you upload to Facebook, your video will start playing automatically, but if you upload it to YouTube and post the link, it won't. They may be changing that soon, but because Facebook and YouTube are in competition, that's one way Facebook can say, hey, we have an advantage of people uploading straight to Facebook. But communication conveys emotion and personality. So again, what I talked about, showing your personality in your business. Post some videos of you doing stuff. But if you're an outgoing person, this is going to take some practice. Shoot some video, like with your phone, just talking. It takes a lot of time to be comfortable in front of a camera, talk in front of the mirror, whatever. If you're an excited person, make sure that your video shows that, or else this can actually go backwards on you, because it will be false marketing. It will be showing somebody that they're not going to be dealing with. Multiple modalities. So not everybody learns the same. So if you have a video, people can see it, they can hear it, and that helps with people. And then you can have text so people can read, because some people are better that way. Instant expert factor. So a lot of times when people see someone on screen, we're actually programmed to view them with kind of some expert status. It's just how we're programmed. And then SEO, search engine optimization, 50 times easier to get a video to rank on the first page of Google than a normal web page. So that's what I was showing you here. On here, let me go back. And my internet is slow. So that was that YouTube video. So if you're trying to rank something, video is great for that. And we will continue on. Who are you talking to? You need to know your target market. If you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one. Everyone is a little different, and start paying attention to your target audience and what they want to learn, and you need to learn how to speak to them as well. Success versus failure. Successful people have a clear vision, what they want. You should be able to describe your vision at the drop of a hat. So your elevator speech, in like 30 seconds, you should be able to describe what you do, what your business does. If you can't, then you're just mumble jumbling, and people will start to be like, if you don't understand what you do and you can't portray it, people will have absolutely no clue, and they'll be confused and they'll go somewhere else. You need to visualize it. You need to visualize your goal. You need to set your goals. When you hit a goal, you have to celebrate and reward yourself. Those are important factors in your business. I'm going to go over to Facebook now to show you guys some cool things. And so if I go to my news feed, and you can go to your news feed and scroll down. You will get, so the second post, sometimes it's a second, sometimes third, fourth, fifth, but you will get something that has sponsored. And this, and when this came out, a lot of people got mad, because they're like, I don't like this page. Why is this on my news feed? Blah, blah, get it off of here. Well, this is Facebook's way of making some money. And this is going to be you. This is, now you will not get this same ad, so to speak, this suggested post. You will not get this on your newsfeed. You'll get something else. Why am I getting this? Because, so what is it? Attention salesman, free tool, provides 3 ways to close 2 times more deals in less time. So I do a lot of searching online and doing marketing research and stuff like that, lots of business stuff. So what happens, everything you click on Facebook, everything you click on Google is recorded. And if you go to, I'm going to go to my personal page. And if you go to right over on the side, when you start your account, you get asked all of these questions, and you can skip over them. So what TV shows have you watched? So I'm gonna click on here and see what's going on. Yeah, so I can click on anything here if I want, and I can go skip. What movies have you watched? Skip. And I could go through and I could answer these questions, and these questions would probably go on forever. What musicians do you like? So what Facebook is doing is they are collecting all kinds of data for people like you. You have a business. They are collecting all of this stuff for you because you can start to target people. I'm going to go back to my news feed down to, let's see if that same ad is still there. Um, yes, same one's still here. So this person targeted probably males because I'm male, in my age group, and people that like internet marketing probably, because I've never said I like it, but I have clicked on things. And you'll see on the side there's a sponsored thing that has to do with marketing as well. So if you look at your news feed, you will see, if you're on your personal page, you will see a whole bunch of random ads on the side. And those will have to do with everything that you've clicked on. So if you see someone's Facebook page, you can see almost right away what they're interested in, and kind of what they've been clicking on. Unless there's like banks and stuff like that, they have a wide target audience. Now I will show you something really cool, just to show you that there is everything out there and how you can target people. Now, if you actually, I'll go back to traveling dog. And so if you have a post, you can actually hit boost post. So if you hit boost post, this will come up, and it will be people who like your page and their friends. So you can actually go here, and you can't spend any less than $5 unless you stop it. You can hit $5. It'll say estimated people reached will be that. It will go to people that like your page and their friends. So this is a good way to kind of reach the people that actually like your page. And then you can hit boost post, and it'll run until the $5 are up. And you do get charged for people seeing it. It'll be like pennies, and then you get charged a bit more for people actually clicking on it. So that's a way of doing this. But that's sending it out to people that might not even like your stuff. Now, if you go to, let's say, up in this search bar, we often search for friends. If I want to go find me, whatever, we search up here. This is Facebook's search engine. So if I go people, actually, I'm just going to click here just to show you. If you just click here, you've got all of these things that come down. And these are, when you search Google, you start typing, and it will give you a bunch of options. This is the exact same thing. So if I go people that like dogs, people that like dogs in Toronto. Now it's like people that like dogs that live in Toronto. So I'm going to click on that, and it's asking me what page is it, the band dogs or animal dogs. So I'm going to hit animal dogs, confirm. Now we get this. It has more than 1,000 people. There could be a million here, but it will only say more than 1,000 or less than 100 or more than 100 is all that will say. But this will go on it will show everybody. I can just keep scrolling and scrolling. Now I know all of these people have dogs in Toronto. So if I'm a trainer in Toronto, I could target all of these people. Now, you could send them all a message. But you have to be careful with Facebook, because if you send them all a message and you send it too many times, Facebook will put you in jail. They will say you're sending too many messages to people you're not friends with. So they will not allow you to send messages for maybe a month or a couple of weeks, depending on how they feel. They do things like that. So there's you can find people this way. Now you can also hit this, see more filters, and now we have so still people that like dogs that live in Toronto, but let's say I tend to get more females. So I'm going to go and just go female. Now that will cut out all of the males. And let's say I want to target only people that are single. and now they have all of that. And then let's say more filters, and we have everything. We've got political views, we have languages, your age range. So knowing your target. So are they 30 to 39? We hit that. It refreshes. We get now we have even more targeted likes. So let's say we can add a like to that, and we can say, sorry, my computer is a little slow, and let's say so you can select some pages, but I always hit other. So maybe we want people that like wine. So all of these are all pages, and we can say, well, people that like that. And we're really narrowing it down now. So you can see the first person, Ginger Blossom, likes wine, dogs, and so now we're down to three people in Toronto that are female, that are single, that likes like wine and dogs between the ages of 30 and 39. So these are the people that have all stated that in their profile. So now I don't know if you have something that you can sell to people that like wine and dogs and whatever, but this is just to show you that it's endless what you can do. Now there are programs to allow you to be able to collect all of um, these kind of Facebook IDs so that you can target them with ads. And which I do in a workshop because it's really complicated in how to kind of do this to target these people with your sponsored ad. Because what you want to do when you start posting on your Facebook page, your fan page, you're talking to the same people all the time. And a lot of those people have done your services, they bought from you, and they like your page because they liked your service. But you need to start targeting new people. You need to start finding new people. You need to start posting some of these suggested posts. And this here is what will get you a lot of attention. It will get people finding you. And when you just, a lot of people say, oh, I love Facebook for my marketing. But the problem is now they have changed everything and you can't reach as many people. They just show it to about 16%. Same with your emails. When you send out an email blast, a lot of times, if you can get uh, a 20% open rate with your emails, that's actually really good. Because a lot of people, when they send their emails, it's just it's selling. It's I have a group class, I have a room in my doggy daycare, I have a room for grooming next week or whatever. You need to send emails that have content, that have maybe something that people enjoy, and it will make them want to open them. So a lot of times, what um, people don't even see your stuff. So you need to have also autoresponders, which we're not getting into. Um, so this here, I'm going to. So I do have. Again, if anybody has any questions, just throw them in the question thing, and I will try to get to them as quickly as possible. Now, I do have a 4-part social media marketing workshop where I go over how you can actually. So, let's say there's a humane society, or maybe even another dog trainer in the area, or a Facebook page that has what you want. So, I do. If you're, let's say you're trying to target people that like kayaks. So maybe you're selling kayaks. You can now go to a kayak page. It's just search kayaks. So kayaking has, what did it say? It said 688,000 people. There's a way of getting all the people that like that and now targeting an ad directly to those people. Now you can break it down to the males and blah, blah, blah. But a 4-part social media marketing workshop that I run. And what's included, it's 4 workshops making your business stand out. So going through all of this stuff in great detail on really figuring out your target audience and how to find them, and just kind of weeding out all of the people you don't want. And let's face it, we have clients that we favor over others because we're like, okay, well, they're not really my style. I'm more energetic and more outgoing and just want to. So you can target all of these people. Understanding your target market, we just talked about lifetime. If you do this workshop, you get lifetime access to my workshops. You get access to a private Facebook group, which I have a whole bunch of people from around the world that are in the dog industry that will help you with some of these campaigns and get you going with posting these. And you can kind of learn from their mistakes. And I'm posting stuff in there almost every day, little tips, Facebook marketing tips, and just what you can do, what's worked for me, what hasn't worked for me. I have done a lot of campaigns and failed, and I've learned from all of them, and I want to share those. So, how much is it? People previously in it told me I should charge $1,100 because of the value and what it did for their business and sales, but I'm not going to do that. Even though I know it's worth it, way more or more. I've spent close to $20,000 on this education in the last 6 months. So I think it's fair if I charge a little less than half, so $497 for the 4 workshops. And what students are saying, so I got these emails the other day. Whoop, just got my first email in response to my first ever ad for Six Legs. Thanks, Bernie. This course has been so educational. I can't wait to see what else I can do. And then from Andrew, ran a Facebook ad, spent 2 cents, got an email. Boom. These are the things I love to hear just because of how targeted you can get. And when you can create content to push to these people, then it's almost like fishing with dynamite. It's almost not fair. And you can start to see how you can stand out from all of your competitors, because if they don't know how to target these people, it's awesome. But just for you, because you stuck it out to the end of this webinar, I will give it to you for $247, and I will put a link in the chat if you want to check out. So it is this. Copy in the chat. So I posted the link there. If you want to join this, or if you have any questions, you can email me about questions. You can join this. It will be starting June 1st on Sundays, because there are people from kind of around the world. I need to do it on a weekend just because of time zones, and it's 4 Sundays. And if you can't make some of them, it's not a big deal, just because everything is recorded and I put everything in the group, and there are you can watch them even when you purchase it. You can go straight to the group, and the recordings from the previous ones are there, so you can get started right away if you want to. There's also some really cool things that you can do with these things. I've got a friend who he's not in the dog industry at all. He's into kind of making videos and travel and stuff like that. So a lot of his stuff is travel based, and he'll travel and he'll shoot videos about it and everything, and he'll shoot videos for other people. And what he does is he'll go to a travel show, so like a trade show, and what he will do is he'll find out everybody that's at the travel show, and he will go on Facebook. He'll find out everybody that's there. He'll collect all of that information. So you can also gather your email addresses that you have. And because you've emailed them so many times, everybody that's emailed you for information about class or your services, and you email them back and you don't hear back from them, what you can do is you can take their email and you can actually upload it. So I have my email list of, I don't know how many people that have in the past inquired about training. And now you can post a post, and you can turn it into an ad and target just the people on your email list, or people that have actually know who you are already. There's ways of targeting people that go to your website. So you can embed something in your website that if somebody goes there, it will automatically collect their Facebook ID, which is crazy. So now they didn't even put their email address in anywhere, but they went to your website. And now you'll have a list, and you can create an ad that pops up in their newsfeed saying, hey, it was great to see that you checked out my website. And they'll be like, how does this guy know? But they automatically went on a list. So this is all stuff we'll go over. But what this guy did is he collected all this information from this travel show, and he started posting some videos that he's done, so of him talking and him doing all these things, targeting all of these people that were there. So about a week or two before. And then when he shows up, like everybody knows who he is because they've seen him on video. And again, what I talked about, people in video start to be like, whoa, I've seen this guy before. He must be important. I've seen him on video. I've seen him all over Facebook. But really, they were just he was just targeting them. So if you have something, you can post target individual people. So for anybody on this call, I could go to your personal page. I wouldn't even need to be a friend of yours. I could get, there's ways of getting your Facebook ID, and I could post an ad just to you. Nobody would see it, but you would. And you can target individual people, and they don't have a clue how you did it. So this stuff is gold. This stuff it helps with your target market. You can find out exactly who is in your area. You can target the world. You can target your town, and it's really cool to see some of the outcomes. Let me just, you guys are still with me here. Let me I have a couple Facebook accounts, so I have to go to a different one to show you some stuff. I want to see what I actually have going. I wasn't going to do this, but why not? I'm going to show you some ads that I have going. Actually, I don't know if there's any that are, I deleted a whole bunch. But this is the ads manager. This is where kind of all of the, where the magic happens. When you post an ad, you can see what, let me see if I can just pull something up here. So when you post an ad, you get, this was just posted today, so, and it's obviously not a good target. I do some marketing for some small businesses, and as you can see here, a small business, and this was for females on desktop, so not on their mobile phone. So you can post an ad that just goes to someone's desktop. There's pros and cons of both. But as you can see on the desktop, 8 people saw it. I spent 2 cents. So that was that. So it just started today. I just posted that one. And then I have one, the exact same ad, nothing changed, is mobile for females, and it reached 39 people. I had a click-through rate of 5.12, which is actually really good. And 2 people clicked on it. I usually don't look at the click-through rate until I've had over like 300 people seeing it. So these are just, so another one I spent 3 cents on, 11 people saw it. So you can see if you've ever posted a poster on maybe a Hydro Post or something, or at a pet store, you put it up and you maybe have these little tags on that people can rip off with your phone number and being like, contact me for dog training. You have absolutely no clue how many people saw it. Now, if somebody calls you and you ask them, you always need to know where they came from, just to know what marketing works and what doesn't. You have to cut out what doesn't. If walking around at the dog park for 20 hours a week, if it's not working, then don't do it, because there's better things you can do. So what I do, so you can see 11 people saw this, I spent 3 cents. Now, is that better than putting up a poster and maybe 11 people seeing it on a post of not targeted people, and you spent like 20 bucks printing out those posters and you have no clue? You need to figure this stuff out. When you find your target audience and you know how to target them, you can have these ads run. And I have an ad running for my dog training, and I spend $1.88 a day, and it just keeps going because I get new clients, and it's just how it works. I've found an audience that works, and I just keep that running, and people just kind of keep calling. So I just wanted to go over that in how this social media, a lot of people are scared of the social media marketing, but this is it works in this day and age. So I don't see any questions. I hope you've gotten some value out of this. I value your time, I value my time, so I'm going to cut this off. Again, that webinar special offer up for 23 more hours, 57 minutes. If you want to purchase it, you can just click on that. Or if you have any questions, just feel free to email me, info@travelingdog.com, and I will answer all of your questions. 1 second. Perfect. And a question, how long does it take to see results? Awesome question, because what happens when you post an ad, when you're new at this, when you post an ad, Facebook will sometimes say, do you know what, you're new, and there are so many rules when it comes to posting an ad. Now, if you post, let me just quickly go to my Facebook page. Facebook will not allow you to turn a post into an ad if it has too much text on it. So they don't want to. This was my engagement thing. So this is a photo. They would not allow me to post this as an ad. Of course I wouldn't, but because there's too much text. So they don't want you just constantly putting stuff. So this would work because there's no text. You can have, this would not work. Way too much text. You can have 20% text. Let me see. And there's ways of figuring that out. But also you hit submit, you say post ad, and then it will go into a review process. When you're new to this, it might take a bit longer. It can take up to an hour. Sometimes I've seen as long as 24 hours to get your ad approved. It has to go through approval stage to make sure there's not too much text, to make sure there's not there's tons of words you cannot use in an ad. You cannot say Facebook. You cannot no racist comments or swear words or anything like that. It will just come back saying your ad was disapproved, and it will say why. If you have too many ads disapproved for the same thing, Facebook will say, they'll put you in jail. They'll say, sorry, you can't post any more ads. That's just how it is. That's why I had to log into a different Facebook account, because when I first started out, I got put in Facebook jail, and they said, you are not allowed to post any more ads. So I had to create a whole new thing, which was a little bit frustrating. But it can now, if I were to post an ad right now, it would probably be approved within 10 minutes. And then it's up and running. And then it might take another 10 minutes to start appearing on people's walls. And then, so within like 30 minutes, you can start getting people engaged and people seeing your content. So how long does it take to see results? It can be within like 30 minutes when your stuff is up, is the answer to that. Excellent question, Brad. And then, yeah, if you get put in jail, that's sometimes they let you out of jail, sometimes they don't. Just like messaging people or too many friend requests. If you try to friend request too many people, they will shut you down. If you ever get a box that pops up in Facebook that asks you to put those letters in, so a lot of times when we have to go through something and it's like verify these numbers and digits and it's like lines through them and stuff, if Facebook ever asks you to do that, stop what you're doing right away. Don't enter that stuff in, just stop what you're doing, because Facebook is starting to look at your activity. Whatever you're doing, they're saying this might be a robot, because there's tons of robots out there that will scan Facebook and the internet for just whatever information. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to stop that stuff. So if that pops up, just shut it down right away. So yeah, if you are interested in my workshop, then the link is in here. I will be emailing it out as well later on tonight or tomorrow for that. And if there are no more questions, I thank you again for hanging out with me for a little over an hour. I hope your Monday is awesome. I appreciate you guys, and we will see you around. Bye.